Hello everyone, so welcome back to another video. So this is going over the Battlogue for Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise that's just been released recently to go over GBN's anniversary event, which is the one-day battle royale where the system picks random suits for everybody to fight with. And I like the way that it started off by establishing quickly that, yeah, this does take place after the full series. We got everybody sat down watching as Freddy sort of narrates the battle that's happening while consulting his little manual to figure out what everybody's using. We've got a load of references in the background, different mobile suits in different colours, and we've also got the remnants of Alice that is also the hanging out with them that we saw on the truck at the end of Build Divers Re-Rise. So, first battle, Ayami versus Pa. I really enjoyed this one, primarily because it has a little bit of a reference to the fandom, and also it shows Pa get better as a pilot. So what we have is Pa in the Wing Zero Custom versus Ayami in the Quanta. And I actually like the way Ayami uses the Quanta, primarily because she's able to use its particle transformation technique to utilize her ninja skills with it, so she can teleport around. Something that I didn't think that she would do at the time. I don't know why. It was just, I didn't immediately think, yeah, she can easily pull off ninjutsu with that. It was just a weird choice at the beginning, but it was neat seeing how she took the suit and changed it up a little bit. And just when you think she's going to win, Pa springs the trap that he's learned from Hiroto throughout all of Re-Rise, and uses a BB Senshi Hiro Yui model to distract her, which is it's a funny small reference to Wing's popularity with female fans due to the bishy style of the male characters. So of course Ayami starts fangirling and ends up being defeated. And then Pa gets quickly defeated by Captain Zeon after a small reference to the fact that Captain Zeon again is Rommel. We've got Captain Zeon runs in the God Gundam and completely wrecks Pa, to which Kazami comes in and challenges him, and what ends up happening is it ends up being a huge G Gundam reference to Master Asia versus Domon, as Captain Zeon uses the God Gundam and Kazami uses the Destiny, and the result is the most manliest on-screen handshake I think we've seen in all of Gundam, as the two suits clash, which ends up in a draw with the two of them laughing about the relationship and mutual respect they have for each other. I liked it because it carries on the relationship from the end of Re-Rise, and it shows that Captain Zeon thinks he's strong enough now that he can stand on his own. Bearing in mind, this is the same guy that started the series with practically no respect from anyone, so Kazami has come a long way. Then we have Mei versus Maggie, where Maggie's using the Gundam Bile from IBO, and Mei is just resorting to jumping around in a mobile doll form for a little bit. We've then got Maggie turning around and saying, you know, like, why hasn't she got a mobile suit form with her? To which she just decides, okay, totally fine, and jumps in a Neo Zeong too, and then proceeds to wipe the floor with him when Maggie's more or less being like a doting parent, just making references to how she's grown up, based on, just from what I can tell, the mobile armor's sheer scale. She's still doing the whole thing about using the small video game control pad to attach to different suits and use them, which I still like. And the mobile doll form that she has is a slightly different colour, but yeah, she pretty much wipes the floor with Maggie in a very comedic style by smashing the Neo Zeong 2's arms into either side of him. Kind of reminds me of some Looney Tunes style stuff. Then Kyoya comes in out of nowhere in the Strike Freedom with the Meteor unit and more or less pins her down so she can't really move too much, and completely wipes the floor with her. And lastly, we got Hiroto versus Kyoya, and Hiroto comes in the Barbatos Lupus Rex with the huge mace, and you see this first-person shot of Kyoya trying to shoot at him with the Strike Freedom's Vulcans, which completely miss, and then the Lupus Rex comes in out of nowhere with its huge mace and just stabs straight through the mobile armor, with a slight reference to the fact that IBO suits are made to defeat mobile armors, which I really liked. After this, we get both suits going off against each other, pretty evenly footed, with the nanolaminate armor protecting versus the Strike Freedom's beam spam that everybody always complains about because of how overpowered the suit is, compared to the Lupus Rex that has the ability to negate some of the damage from the Strike Freedom. So they're pretty much even-footed, and we get to see him face off a little bit here and there, with Kyoya saying, you know what, if he wasn't in Build Divers, he'd like to have him back in Avalon, but he knows that's not going to happen. And then, just as things are getting heated up, just as the Strike Freedom looks like it's going to use its full burst, and the Lupus Rex charges him directly, just as this happens, the Battlogue ends. So, after all that, all the little references and stuff, I enjoyed it. The thing is, I went into this with little expectations, you know, of what would happen with it, primarily because, to be honest, I'd actually forgot it was even coming out. So going into it with low expectations, I wasn't disappointed. The Battlogue series has always been a series that is just to accompany the main show. It's supposed to be, I would say, a little bit lighthearted, or to show off new kits or whatever. The quality of the animation was pretty good. Those sound effects and that music that still carried over from Re-Rise, absolutely love them, seriously. I've said this like a million times, but if you're not wearing a headset for viewing Gundam now, you're doing it wrong. Slap a headset on, put the audio to max, and just listen to the sounds from these mobile suits, because they're fantastic. But yeah, about the actual thing, I liked all the tiny references because they were fun. They were stuff that you could relate to if you're a fan and you'd seen all this stuff. Especially some of the inside jokes, like the Bishi stuff from Wing, that I've picked apart quite a few times, and I'm sure a lot of other people have. I liked the way the characters were interacting with each other, and to be honest, it just seemed like any other day in GBN, you know, just a small carry-on after the series, just to show us the characters are just chilling and having a laugh. I didn't find any problems with that. I really enjoyed it. I'd like to see more of stuff like this, maybe different characters going against each other instead, or maybe similar to the other Battlogs that were released with standard Build Divers, I think, where they had different scenarios. It wasn't just all the comedic stuff. They had some other more interesting things going on, like, for instance, the black-coloured mobile suits versus the new version of Full Frontal suit. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I don't know, like, what anybody else would have expected out of this. Like, if you went into this and were disappointed, please tell me in the comments why. Because, honestly, I don't expect much from the Battlogue series to begin with. It's not a main draw compared to the actual main series episodes themselves. So it's just something to accompany after the show's finished. And in that sense, I think it was good. It did a decent job, and it allowed us to, again, see what's going on afterwards, and also make fun of itself a little bit. But yeah, what did you guys think? I'll see you in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please try and give us a like and a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!